Happy Sunday, everybody. Today, we are making pizza. Welcome back to the life of a 24-year-old who doesn't know what she's doing. We're learning how to make pizza dough today. Me and you, together. We already have all of our ingredients measured out. This is a trial run for me and you. Basically, what we're doing today is prepping because we're gonna have some friends over later this week. And we wanna make pizza. But I don't like to fail in front of people, obviously, because why would I post this on the internet? So today we're gonna do two types of pizza dough. One is sourdough, one is not. We're gonna see which is better. We have the ingredients out for the sourdough already pre-measured, and we're gonna mix all of that together right now. I am basic and boring, and I'm gonna use my KitchenAid because that just makes my life so much easier. But step one is just to add all of your ingredients together and then let that rest for 20 minutes. We're doing 500 grams of flour, 400 grams of sourdough discard, 300 grams of water, and a teaspoon and a half of salt, which I think is 10 grams. Now that everything is nice and combined, all I'm gonna do is scrape down the sides of the bowl and let this sit for 20 minutes. So while that's going, we're gonna start our pizza dough number 2, which is supposedly easier because it doesn't use sourdough. However, I'm more nervous about this one because it has more ingredients and a little bit more steps. First thing we're gonna do is mix honey, warm water, and active dry yeast together. Here?
Yeah, that's perfect. For the recording.
Am I in the shop? That's like a good vlogging camera. Now that we have a little dough ball, we're gonna let that sit for 30 to 45 minutes and work with the other dough. What we're going back to with this one is just some stretching and folding. We're gonna do 4 periods of that with 10 minutes in between each cycle. We did last time, and for me.
Is that it?
As if this kitchen isn't currently chaotic enough with 14 different timers going on, we're gonna add cheese into the mix. Of course I have to be extra and make my own cheese, because why wouldn't I? However, it is only 2 ingredients, but like 17 steps. So let's get started. Like I said, the cheese is only 2 ingredients. It's just kind of a little bit of steps. What we're doing is we're gonna add 2 liters of milk, whole milk, into the Dutch oven and warm that up to 46 degrees Celsius. Okay, we hit 46 degrees Celsius on the milk. We're gonna add 7 tablespoons of vinegar. Okay. We gave her a light mix. She's already getting cheesy. We're gonna let her sit for 10 minutes and we'll come back. It's been 10 minutes waiting with the cheese and she's starting to look a little funky. The cheese curds have separated from the liquid whey. At this point, we are going to strain them out because this is the best I have and squeeze them out with the cheesecloth. You can do this with your hands. Don't have to use the cheesecloth. It just makes it a little easier. Now we have our beautiful little cheese ball and we are just waiting for the liquid to heat back up to 65 degrees Celsius. After that point, we're gonna dunk this and stretch and pull for 2 to 4 times so you get a little bit of tension in the ball, kind of just like with a sourdough. Okay, so Isaiah is finishing up the cheese behind me, but the non-sourdough dough is done. She doubled in size, we gave her a good punch and she deflated nicely. So now we're gonna roll her out on the countertop and get her looking like a pizza.
For the flipping one.
Okay. Total transparency, dough number 1, non-sourdough dough. She's turning out great. We're gonna use her tonight. I'm absolutely starving, so the other dough is gonna sit in our fridge overnight. And we'll check back tomorrow. Transparency number 2 is the cheese was like a 50-50. She kind of worked, she kind of didn't. We're gonna use it still, and it's gonna be delicious. So camera died, but I have to give you an update. I think she turned out okay. I did, in fact, end up making the dough stick to the pizza stone, so that's gonna be super fun to clean. Okay, so full transparency, my camera died right as we were finishing everything up. What a bummer. But final points: 1, the pizza was really good. 2, we ended up for dinner tonight using the non-sourdough pizza dough because it was so much faster, and we're gonna use the sourdough tomorrow, so I will comment up here, let you guys know if one was better than the other. I think both options were great. It's just if you have more time, do the sourdough because that dough I think is gonna be a little bit better, honestly. But if you're on like, need to get it done, or you don't have a sourdough starter, then do the other one. It's so fast, it was so easy. If you were like me and you are trying to figure out the kitchen, don't choose to make 3 recipes at once. So next time you see me, we're doing 1 recipe, and I think it's gonna be chocolate chip cookies because those are my favorite thing to make. And after today's 50% flop, we need something to boost the spirits. Remember to like and subscribe, comment what other types of recipes you want to see, and I'll see you back in the kitchen next week. Yeah, Isaiah made me some lemonade for all my hard work. So good.